Hello, assalamu alaikum. Hello.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, so how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so we will start our today's class. And basically, tomorrow I also busy some. Yesterday I also busy with my some tasks, so that's why I will not send you the video recorded class. So today, inshallah, I will send you both of recorded classes through your email so that you can easily understand. And I hope you are already complete your registration with Google Earth Engine account. Yeah, did you complete this part?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's go our today's class. So I simply share my screen.
Okay, go on.
So now can you see my screen?
Yes, I see.
Okay. So hi and welcome to the 7 days online training program on Google Earth Engine for beginners to advanced. All of the topics I will try to teach you from beginners to advanced level. So and I am course coordinator. My name is Mijan, GIS analyst. This is my email address. Okay, so now, okay, so back to our course module. So this is our full course module. Okay, we'll try to complete all of the course content within the 7 days, as well as we also try to complete your project work, which we already show all of the details. So in this time, today is our second day. Okay, so this second day, our course content will be that I will try to discuss about that how you can easily filtering and displaying the satellite images. It can be Landsat or Sentinel. How we can easily filtering and displaying the satellite images. Then we also try to discuss about the band combination. We also try to discuss about the how we can easily export the satellite imagery. Then we also try to discuss about the import, filter, reduce, clip, and the display data in Google Earth Engine platform. We also try to discuss about the time series chart. Okay, how you can easily make the time series chart using the MODIS satellite data. We also try to discuss about the export any shapefile, how you can easily export any shapefile, as well as how you can easily calculating with the indices from different types of satellite. How you can easily calculating the different types of indices from the satellite images. Okay, so let's go. So in this time, you can see this is the Earth Engine public data catalog. So mainly Earth Engine has a lot of data set. It can be Landsat or Sentinel, satellite imagery. It can be MODIS. It can be train dataset or land cover dataset, different types of atmospheric dataset, and more and many more dataset will be available in Earth Engine public data catalog. And it daily updating. Okay, so this dataset is daily updating, and here we can find out more than 200 public dataset, more than 4,000 new images every single day. We can get the more than 5 million images and also get the more than 5 petabytes of data. And this is the website link. We can easily get all of the Earth Engine public data catalog from this link, and we can easily get all of the data set from this link. So in this time, I just simply open my code editor and try to show you that how you can easily get all of the Earth Engine public data catalog. I simply open my code editor in a browser. So now I simply open a browser in here. So I simply use the okay. So I simply open a new tab in here, and I simply write this code dot. So I simply go to this link. So basically, when you complete your registration, you can simply go to this link. You can get this code editor. Okay. In this time, I just simply click on here. So here I can get all of the browse data catalog. Okay. So basically, this is the Earth Engine public data catalog. When I simply click on here, you can see I can get all of the Earth Engine public data catalog. Okay. So here you can see the climate and weather data, different types of climate and weather data, surface reflectance data. Also, you can see climate data. Also, you can see atmospheric data, weather data. Also you can see different types of imagery, Landsat, Sentinel. Also you can see MODIS satellite, high resolution imagery. Also you can see geophysical data set, terrain data set, land cover data set. Also you can see the cropland data set, other geophysical data set. We can easily get all of the data set, as well as also you can see when I click on the Landsat, so here I can get all of the Landsat image collection, and this Landsat collection is provide the US GS and NASA. Okay, this is the main source of this data set. Okay, so here you can see I can find out the Landsat 9, Landsat 8, Landsat 7, Landsat 5, Landsat 4, Landsat 1 to 5 MSS. We can get all of the satellite imagery in here for the Landsat. When I click on the Sentinel, the same way here I can get all of the Sentinel image collection. You can see, so Sentinel 1, Sentinel 2 multispectral instrument, as well as also you can see ocean and land color instrument, Sentinel 5 tropospheric monitoring instrument. We can easily get. Also you can see derivative data set. We can get the dynamic world land cover data set, ESA world cover data set. Okay, also you can see Sentinel 2 cloud probability data set, global map of oil palm plantation. Okay, so oil palm plantation, we can also get this data set. Okay, so this is the data set for the Sentinel. Also you can see the MODIS data set. So here you can find out the different types of MODIS satellite data set. You can see the MODIS daily product. Okay, the daily products, we can get the data set for every single day. Okay, so here you can see this is the data set for the albedo daily 500 meters. So lot of data set you can see. Data surface reflectance data set, snow cover daily global 500 meter resolution data set. Also you can see land surface temperature data set. Okay, this is the land surface temperature is data set. Also you can see the terra surface reflectance daily global data set. So lot of data set you can see. Also you can see this data set leaf area index data set. Okay, and also you can see terra surface reflectance data set, terra surface reflectance 8-day data set. Also you can see the terra surface temperature data set 8-day. Okay, so lot of data set will be available for the MODIS. Okay, suppose in this time I try to show you that this data set, how you can easily filter the data set. So mainly all of the things for the same for all of the data set. Okay, so here you can see the different types of data set, but when you want to work with the any one kind of data set, you can follow the same process. You can follow the same process for all of the other data set. So in this time I want to work with this data set. Mainly this data set is the vegetation indices. Okay, so mainly we can observe the vegetation using this satellite data, and this data set is provided by the MODIS. Okay, so I simply click on the MODIS. So now I can get all of the information about the MODIS. So here you can see data set availability date. Okay, it's provide the data set availability date. You can see it will be start from the 2018 February from 2020 0914. Okay, so this is my last time period and this is my first time period. Okay, I can get the data set between this time period. You can see data set provider. So data set provider is that you can see NASA. So this is the data set provider. Also you can see Earth Engine Synaptic. So mainly this is the unique ID. So this is the unique ID of the data set. So in this time I just need to import the data set in my code editor. So I want to import the data set in my code editor. So for this I just simply copy this. I simply copy and I simply paste in the data set in my code editor. I simply paste here. Okay, you can see I simply paste here. In this time I just make a variable name. I just make a variable name. So just I simply put a variable. Suppose this variable name is the suppose MODIS NDVI. Okay, so I can simply put the variable name is the MODIS, and I simply put here my image collection, MODIS image collection. So mainly MODIS image collection, it provide you the two types of band. NDVI, this is the normalized difference vegetation index. So mainly we are using this data set for identify the vegetation on the surface. Okay, so in this time I want to work with the NDVI. Okay, so I simply copy this band. I simply copy this band and I simply take a variable. Suppose this variable name is the NDVI. Okay, and then I simply call the MODIS NDVI this variable, because this variable is saved my all of image collection for the MODIS NDVI. From this MODIS NDVI I want to select the specific band. I just select the specific band is that NDVI. Okay, because you can see this image collection has a two band, NDVI band and EVI band. I want to work with the NDVI, so I simply select here the NDVI. Okay, in this time I want to check how many images are available for the NDVI for the between this time period year of 2000 to present time. How many images is available? I want to check it. So for this I just simply use at the print function and use at the NDVI, and I use at the size function, size, and click the run. So now you can see here I can get the total 520 images. I can get total 520 images. This 520 images is available between the time period year of 2000 to 2020. Here I can get total 520 images in this time. Okay, so in this time, suppose I want to work, my observation time period is that. Any question?
Please,
Yeah, any question?
I can't understand.
Okay, so in this time you can see I check how many NDVI satellite image is available for the whole world between the time period year of 2000 to 2020. How many images are available for the whole world? I check it. So I simply call the variable name NDVI and paste here the NDVI, and then simply use here the size function. This size function is determine how many images are available or how many images are saved in this variable. Here I can find 520. Okay.
What is the difference between NDVI and please back to
Okay.
the other.
This is our band name. You can see this is our band name. Okay, this is our band name. You can see this is our band name. This is our band name, NDVI. Okay.
NDVI and EVI. What is the difference between both of them?
NDVI is mainly provide you the normalized difference vegetation. Okay,
Yes.
it provide you the normalized difference vegetation, and EVI it is the enhanced vegetation index. Okay, so these they are the two product. Okay, one product is that NDVI and another product is that EVI. So EVI is that enhanced vegetation index. Okay,
What is the difference between both of them? What is the
Okay.
meaning?
Okay, just a minute. I will check it.
Normalized and
Okay, I
enhanced.
understand. Okay. So basically, EVI and enhanced vegetation index, and also NDVI, it has also some common difference. Okay, this difference is that NDVI corrects for the some atmospheric condition, and canopy background noise is more sensitive in areas with dense vegetation. Okay, and EVI normalized difference vegetation index can be used to identify the vegetation greenness. Okay, normalized difference vegetation index, it's identify the vegetation greenness. Okay, vegetation greenness. What greenness? Greenness, vegetation greenness identify the normalized difference vegetation index or NDVI. Okay, and EVI, it's mainly correct for the some atmospheric condition, and canopy background noise is more sensitive in areas with the dense vegetation. Okay, so mainly it's identify the greenness, quantify, used to quantify, mainly it quantify the vegetation greenness for the NDVI. Okay, and its enhanced vegetation index, it's mainly used for the sensitive in areas with dense vegetation. So mainly we are using the sensitive areas with the dense vegetation for using the EVI, and NDVI is quantify vegetation greenness, quantify. Okay, and it's identify the dense vegetation. EVI identify the dense vegetation, and it's identify the quantify of vegetation greenness. Okay, any question? Okay, so I will send you the some link, so then you also try to easily understand about this. Just a minute. NDVI and AI different. Okay, so you can also check this. So I simply okay. Okay, so you also follow this, read this Lancet Inner Vegetation Index. You also read this article. So then I hope you can easily understand about the NDVI and EVI. What is the difference? Difference between the vegetation index. Okay, so here also I mainly this is a used to. You can see NDVI can be used to quantify the vegetation greenness. Okay, it's quantify the vegetation greenness, and EVI correct for the some atmospheric condition and canopy background noise is more sensitive areas with the dense vegetation. Okay.
Okay.
So you also I also send you this link, so you can easily I also send you the link, or you can easily read this article. So then I hope you can easily understand about this, as well as also you can see so it quantify the vegetation greenness, and it's also noise and dense vegetation with EVI. Okay. So
Okay, thank you.
okay, so this is the basic difference between the NDVI and EVI. So in this time, I want to work with the NDVI. Okay, I want to calculate it or quantify the vegetation greenness. So I simply select this. So I simply use here, you can say select function, and use here the NDVI. Basically, this variable you can see this variable is saved or stored my full image. Okay, so I use my laptop. My laptop has is also not a lot of charge, so that's why if we disconnect it, then we also try to join the next time. Okay, we are waiting some time for electricity, then we also continue, no problem. So basically in this time, in here the schedule time for all time, in this time it's going to the electricity. So that's why I think we are also manage our another time. Okay, so when are you available also? Anytime, suppose in the night time, in any night time are you available? 9. Okay, so 9.
9 Mecca or 9 Bangladesh.
Okay, so 9 9 Makkah time. Yeah,
9 Mecca. It's very late. 9
9 p.m.
Okay.
at it is okay.
9 Mecca.
Yeah.
Yes, it's you stop now.
Okay, so now we also continue, no problem. So basically in this time we also continue, but if the any chance to disconnect it, then if you want, okay, so 9 p.m. is the in the midnight in Bangladesh is also. So are you available for the 6 p.m. in Makkah?
No.
Okay. 7?
No. 9.
Okay, 9 p.m. That's it. 9 p.m. is the totally 12 a.m. Okay, no problem, we can continue, no problem. And when the electricity is the gone, then when it will be also come, then we also continue, no problem. Okay, no problem. Okay, so now you can see here I can get total 520 images. Okay, these 520 images I get between the time period year of between this time period. You can see between this time period I get this satellite images between this time period. So in this time I don't need for the whole time period. Suppose I want to need my observation time period is only for the 1 year or 5 year. Okay, so in this time I just simply do this. So for this I just simply take a in this time I simply take a variable in here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We need to know now number of maps of Europe in time from 2000 to 2022. Yes, that's okay. I'm
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Your target now. Your target now.
Yeah,
You hear me?
yeah, I hear you.
To know the number of images or
Yeah.
number of maps in Europe from period 2000 to 2022.
So this number 520 images are available between this time period, year of 2000 to 2022. Okay, this time period.
Yes, I am true.
Yeah. In this
Okay.
time, I just select my specific time period. Okay. Suppose I need the observation time period is the year of 2015 to 2020. Okay. So I need to select my specific time period. So for this, I simply take a variable and give the variable name is the filter NDVI. You can use any variable name, no problem. And you can guess it. What's the variable name? Are storing the total 520 images. What's the variable name?
Sorry again. Well, sorry.
What's the variable are stored the total 520 images?
What is the variable name?
Yeah, what is the variable name? Yeah,
NDVI.
NDVI. Yeah, NDVI is stored in this time. From this 520 images, I need to select only for this image which image are available between the time period, my specific time period. So I simply select the filter date function, and then I simply paste here the start date and end date. So I simply put the start date, suppose 2015, 1st January, from 2020 December.
You limited by time.
Yeah. So I simply select my specific time period. Suppose I want to need for the NDVI data between this time period. So I simply select the this time period. Okay. So
Yes,
what time period you want to need? You can simply select this. Okay. Then I want to check how many images are available between this time period. Okay. So in this time, I want to check it between this time period how many images are available. I simply copy the filter NDVI and paste here and use here the size function. Size. And now you can see I can get total 138 images are available. Okay. In this time, I can get the 138 images, and this image is for the whole world. Okay. In this time, I want to calculate the 138 images and make a NDVI map. In this time, I want to calculate the average NDVI. All of the images, I calculated the average pixel value. I simply take a variable and give the variable name is the mean NDVI, and then I simply call the filter NDVI. And
to what?
Mean.
Why?
Yeah. In this time, you can see I need to reduce this image collection. Here I can get total 138 images. Okay. And you can see this image is not captured. This image is not created at the same time. You can see I simply copy the filter NDVI, this variable, and paste here. I can get all of the information about this image. Click to the run, you can see I can get all of the information of the image. In this time, this image you can see from the feature tab. You can see first image is created the 1st January, then 17th January, then 2nd February, then 18th February. So all of the images are created at a different time. Okay, and all of the images are created at the different time. Okay, in this time I need to make all of the images and make a one map. Okay, I need to reduce this image collection. So that's why in this time I simply created the average pixel value. All of the images I create the average pixel value. Okay, so that's why I simply take a variable name, suppose mean or average. I simply use here the average NDVI. Okay, and then I simply call the filter NDVI because this 138 image is saved in the filter NDVI. I simply paste here and use here the reduce function, and then I simply use here the EE dot reducer dot mean. Okay,
The reduction based on what?
We need to do the reduction because there are the lot of images, 138 images, and this 138 image is not captured or created at the same time. It's not created at the same time. You can see the different time period. Okay, so that's why I need to reduce this image collection, or need to, in this time I used here the mean reducer. I created the average pixel value. Okay, created the average pixel value. I want to show the result of the NDVI. I simply use the map.add layer, and then I simply call the average NDVI and click to the run. You can say I can get the result, but in this time I get the totally whole world NDVI map. You can see I can get the totally ash color map. Okay, in this time I add here the visualization or coloring. They already provide some code for coloring. I simply copy this code from here for the coloring, and then I simply paste in my code editor. I simply copy this variable name, and after the object name, I put here the visualization variable name and click to the run. So now you can see I can get the whole world NDVI map from the year of 2015 to 2020. Okay, you can see the whole world NDVI map, and we can easily identify where is the dense vegetation, where is the no vegetation. This is the desert area. Also, you can say this is the Andes. Okay, so we also can see.
I can't understand. Sorry.
Okay, in this time we can see here I
From the average.
Yeah, this map is showing the average result. I can get total 138 images. Okay, between this time period, I want to get 138 images. Okay, I created the average result using total 138 images and make this map. Okay, in this time this map is represented the average pixel value of NDVI, total 138 images. Okay, any question?
This period.
Yeah, between this time period. I can get 138 images. I created the average result using this.
Your work was on your app.
Yeah, any question?
Just on your app. Why now become on the world?
So it's depend on your research work. Suppose you want to need the map for year of 2015, you can simply put here the year of 2015. Okay, in this time you can get only for the 1 year NDVI map for the whole world, and you can see I can get 23 images, and now this map showing the only for the 1 year NDVI map for the whole world. Okay, it's depend on your time period. Okay, suppose you want to create the NDVI map for 2020, you can simply select here the 2020 1st January from 2020 December 31. I simply click to the run. So now you can say I can get the map for year of 2020 of the NDVI. Okay, any question?
The period.
Yeah,
the period depend on you limit the period to the continent or the world. What?
Yeah. So it's depend on your observation time period. Okay, which time you want to need, you can simply put this time period, then it's okay. Okay, any question?
You write the period, and the program collect the maps that put it to the whole world.
Yeah.
This time. Not just Europe.
In this time I use here for the year 1 year map. Okay, in this time suppose I don't need for the whole world map. I need only for the country, for the Saudi Arab, for the country of Bangladesh. For this map I need. Okay, so for this I can simply import your shapefile. So I can simply import the shapefile in here. Suppose, okay, I also import the shapefile from here. Suppose I simply use the DOS dataset. Okay, so I simply put this my shapefile. and then I simply filter this. Suppose I put the country, and yesterday I also talk about that how you can easily filter your shapefile from the USDOS dataset, and you can get the country boundary shapefile. Okay, so you can simply write the code, then use the art engine filter, then use the equal. What's equal what? You can simply put here the country NA and put here the suppose country name is that, suppose I simply put the country name, suppose as a Saudi Arabia. I want to need the NDVI map for the Saudi Arabia. I simply set the country. In this time I simply use here the a function. I can simply put here the clip. Okay, clip with my shapefile variable name is the country. Okay, I simply close that. In this time you can say I can get the result only for the country boundary of Saudi Arabia. You can see this is the map of Saudi Arabia NDVI map. So very less vegetation. We can easily export this map as a TIFF format and work with for making the map of ArcMap software for make our research paper map. Mainly this map is the year of 2020 NDVI map. Okay, you can see year of 2020 NDVI map. We can easily create it in here. Okay, we are easily download this map as a TIFF format and work with this. Okay, for our research paper. In this time, this map I created from the Moody's data. Okay, and my time period is that year of 2020. Okay, you can see start from the 2020. I can get total 23 images. This map is created from the 23 images average result. Okay, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?